In this video, we summarize Haruki Murakami's recommendations for international travel destinations. First, Haruki Murakami writes the following about travel. Travel gives us something that remains only in our minds, and therefore is most precious of all. Even if we don't realize it at the time, we are made aware of it later. If not, who in the world would travel? A 33-year-old woman asks Haruki Murakami, "Which European country would you recommend for a honeymoon?" "I would recommend Crete, Greece. Cheese, honey, and black wine are delicious, and the people are simple. I went there a long time ago. Lesbos is also quite nice." A woman in her 50s emailed him, "I am going on a trip to the Aegean Sea and am trying to decide whether to stay on Spetses or Hydra. Spetses is a very nice island, but the beaches are nowhere near as attractive, so I think Hydra would be better if you are going there as a tourist. Hydra has beautiful beaches that are almost dreamlike. It is a quiet cove and the water is so clear and blue that it is almost a lie. There are lovely yachts anchored offshore. Enjoy the Mediterranean sun as much as you can." These are the islands of Lesbos, Hydra, and Crete in the Aegean Sea. Crete is where Kano Crete is headed in the Wind-Up Bird Chronicle. Here is a question from a 26-year-old woman to him. "We are going to Italy for our honeymoon. What spots would you recommend?" "I still like Tuscany. I recommend going around Chianti and drinking lots of wine. It is quite fun to see a family of wild boars crossing the road in a hurry when you are driving. Wild boar cuisine is also a specialty." Question to him from a 30-year-old woman. "Are there any foreign museums that have left an impression on you, Mr. Murakami?" The Louisiana Museum of Modern Art in Denmark is a wonderful place. It is quite a train ride from Copenhagen, so it takes half a day to get there, but it is still worth the trip. The museum focuses on modern and contemporary art. The garden is also very beautiful. If you have a chance, please visit. Question from a 41-year-old woman to him. "What would be a good country for our first trip abroad as a couple without children?" "I recently went to Dresden and Leipzig in Germany, and they were nice places. Dresden in particular was a great place for a leisurely stroll. In Leipzig, I visited St. Thomas Church, where Bach was the music director, and listened to Bach's music on my iPhone. Both cities have great zoos." Here is a question for him from a 33-year-old woman. "We are going on a trip to Kauai, Hawaii in the middle of February. What places on Kauai do you recommend?" For Kauai, I would recommend the North Shore, especially Kilauea and Hanalei. I wrote a short story called Hanalei Bay a long time ago. I wrote it when I lived near here. It's a nice place. I loved lying on Anini Beach and reading a book in the shade while listening to the sound of the waves. For dining, I recommend the Dolphin Restaurant in Hanalei. There is a fish market in the back and they grill freshly caught fish right in front of you. Take a look at Hanalei Bay in the aerial video. What do you think? Did it make you want to go on a trip?